Why do you still miss someone who hurt you so badly? Why does your heart ache from someone your mind knows was toxic? You're not crazy and you're not weak. You're experiencing a real neurochemical withdrawal, and science can explain it. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what's happening in your brain right now and why this pain feels so impossible to escape, and the exact techniques to break free from toxic love addiction. If you're watching this video, you probably know that feeling all too well. The person who brought you so much pain is gone from your life. Maybe even you chose to end it. Yet somehow you still miss them intensely. You think about texting them, you romanticize about the good times, and you wonder if you made a mistake letting them go. The rational part of you knows better, but your heart and body seem to have a conflict. Today, I'm going to explain exactly why this is happening from a neurological perspective, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Toxic relationships create a trauma bond. You're experiencing a withdrawal. A trauma bond is a biological attachment that was formed through repeated cycles of abuse followed by reward. Here's what's happening in your brain during a toxic relationship. When you first met this person, your brain released a flood of chemicals: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, a cocktail of neurochemicals, and it created a powerful high. But toxic relationships don't maintain a steady flow of these feel-good chemicals. Instead, it creates a volatile cycle. During the good times, maybe when they're loving, apologetic, or making intense promises, your brain would release dopamine. During the bad times, the criticism, the silent treatment, the manipulation, or the fights, your stress hormones like cortisol would spike while your pleasure chemicals would crash. This roller coaster is more addictive to your brain than a consistent flow of positive feelings. The rare good moments felt so incredible because the bad moments were so frequent and intense. That contrast made the highs feel higher and the lows feel lower. So during a toxic relationship, your brain adapts to operate in like a crisis mode. Your body becomes accustomed to these intense chemical highs and lows, and creating what neuroscientists call intermittent reinforcement. And it is a very powerful form of conditioning. This mechanism is so addictive because the unpredictability of when you'll receive love or affection or even basic kindness creates a powerful reward pattern in your brain. Meanwhile, your body is producing chemicals that help you endure chronic stress. So your brain's threat detection system, called the amygdala, becomes hypervigilant, constantly scanning for danger. And when the relationship ends, your brain doesn't stop craving these intense chemical patterns. Instead, you experience genuine withdrawal symptoms. Now, understanding this can be incredibly liberating because it means your feelings aren't a sign of weakness or that you should return to the relationship. They're simply withdrawal symptoms that will pass with time and the proper healing techniques. If you're finding this helpful so far, please hit the like button to help others find this information too. Now, let me share with you a technique you can use to help with these withdrawal symptoms. It's called neural pattern interruption. When you find yourself romanticizing about the relationship or obsessively thinking about it, what's happening is your brain is following established neural pathways. They're like highways made from repeated cycles of life, and they are embedded in your brain. So you need to interrupt those patterns. Here's a really simple action you can take to interrupt the thought in real time, which actually that is also important. You can do it by repeating your thoughts, but if you can interrupt it in real time, that's wonderful. What you want to do is put like a rubber band on your wrist. And when you find yourself, when you catch yourself in that thought loop, gently just snap it and say a phrase like, that's not love, that's addiction. This little moment creates like a mild sensory input and breaks your thought pattern. Do this simple trick as often as you need to. You may be snapping your wrist a lot, but it'll be worth it. Hit subscribe and join me in the next week's video where I'll share with you additional techniques and information on how you can continue to heal from toxic relationships. And as always, thank you for letting me share this information with you.